written our program now so that it accepts one or more items. So we can actually print those. Let's see what that looks like to print. It's always a good place to start. It's just print args, and it's called, I can get them as items because that's what I called this here. I called this item, so I can get it from args items. And let's just see what we have here. So if I run it, let's see, what am I, with salad, chips, and cupcakes. If I run it like this, then I see it comes out with something that looks like this. So let me clear my screen and run that again. And what I can see is that it comes out, and if I say print args items, what I see is square bracket, and then salad is in quotes, a comma, chips is in quotes, a comma, and then cupcakes is in quotes, a comma, and then an ending square bracket. The square brackets tell me that this is a list, just as the quotes around the salad, chips, and pancakes tell me that each of those is a string. So let's talk for a minute about lists. So what can we do with lists? I'm going to open up a Python 3 REPL, and I'm going to create, um, let's see, I don't want that. I'm going to create a list called items that has those values. So let me get my terminal back here, and let's run this again so that I can get that. I'm going to create a list with these values. First, I'm going to create an empty list. I'm going to call it items. And I can create an empty list by saying list. I can use the list function with no arguments. And if I say items, it shows me a pair of empty brackets. That is the notation for a list that has no contents. So I can actually say that items is equal to an empty list is also will give me the same thing. They're both equivalent. I can create a list with those items in it. So I can say items is equal to that list that I just copied, and it has those three items in it. But for the moment, I'm just going to stick with an empty list, and we'll say what is items. And the first thing I want to talk about is how to find the length of the items, because that's one of the things that we're going to need to know is how many items we're bringing. And we can use the function len for length, and I pass it the name of the list, items, and it will tell me there are 0 items in it right now. If I go back and change items to be with having the 3 items in it, salad, chips, and cupcakes, now if I call length of items, it shows me 3. So that is how to find the length of a list.